This photo, taken in 1967, shows Vivien Leigh backstage after her final performance. Look into her eyes, empty, weary, broken. Now look at this one. 1939, the premiere of Gone with the Wind. She's just 25, radiant, triumphant, having landed the most coveted role in Hollywood, Scarlett O'Hara. 2 photos. 2 very different women. What happened between them? The answer is hidden in the story that made her a legend. Vivien Leigh, born Vivian Mary Hartley in 1913, in India to British parents. By her early 20s, she was married and performing on the London stage, chasing her dream. Then came 1938. Producer David O. Selznick was desperately searching for the perfect Scarlett. He'd tested more than 1,400 actresses, but no one fit. Then Vivien walked in. Her screen test was electric. She was Scarlett, headstrong, magnetic, impossible to look away from. She won the role, and with it, her place in film history. But the price of that glory was steep. Filming Gone with the Wind was chaos. 6 grueling months, 12-hour days, 5 directors cycling in and out, and Selznick demanding absolute perfection. Take after take, Vivien poured herself into the role. Her voice, her posture, her emotions, they all became Scarlett's. The line between the actress and the character blurred until no one, not even Vivien, could tell where one ended and the other began. When the film premiered in December 1939, the world crowned her its new queen. The movie shattered box office records, and Vivien Leigh walked away with the Academy Award for Best Actress. Overnight, she was Hollywood royalty. But behind the applause, something had already changed. Scarlett O'Hara hadn't left her. The character had rooted itself deep in her psyche, warping her emotions, reshaping her mind. She began to experience mood swings, intense highs followed by crushing lows. Her husband, Laurence Olivier, noticed it first. He could see the woman he loved slipping away. Here's a photo from 1940, Vivien and Olivier, newly married. She's laughing, radiant. But if you look closely, you can see it. The tension hiding beneath the smile, the strain in her eyes. The battle inside her had already begun. In 1945, while filming, she collapsed on set. The diagnosis was tuberculosis, and though she recovered physically after months of rest, something else remained untreated: her mental health. The doctors never recognized the signs of bipolar disorder. The breakdowns worsened. Sometimes she'd vanish for days, wandering the streets. Olivier would find her dazed, speaking to him as if he were one of her co-stars, calling him by names of characters from her films. She was losing track of time, of herself. Then came 1946 and a streetcar named Desire. As Blanche Dubois, Vivien gave another unforgettable performance and won her second Oscar. But Blanche, a woman unraveling into madness, mirrored her own decline. Vivien threw herself into the role completely. 8 shows a week, she lived Blanche's disintegration until it bled into her own reality. Olivier begged her to stop. She couldn't. The stage was the only place where she still felt alive. The treatments available at the time were brutal. In the 1950s, doctors subjected her to repeated electroshock therapy, violent currents sent through her brain. It erased memories, fractured her thoughts, dulled her spirit. She forgot lines. Entire films vanished from her memory. Still, she refused to quit. Acting was the last piece of herself she could still control. By 1960, after 2 decades of love and heartbreak, Olivier finally left. He couldn't watch her unravel anymore. Vivien was alone. Her mental episodes became more severe. Studios labeled her unreliable. She was fired from productions, replaced by younger actresses. Her tuberculosis returned, ravaging her lungs. Yet she continued to work, refusing to give up the craft that had given her everything and taken everything back. On July 7, 1967, Vivien Leigh collapsed in her London apartment. The tuberculosis had struck again. This time her body couldn't fight it. She died at 53, alone in her home, nearly 3 decades after Gone with the Wind made her immortal. The role that crowned her Hollywood's brightest star ultimately consumed her soul. Now look at those 2 photos again. The young woman who became Scarlett, glowing, unstoppable, and the older Vivien, shadowed by exhaustion and heartbreak. Between those images lies a story of brilliance and tragedy. 2 Oscars, global fame, and a mind that couldn't survive the cost of becoming someone else. Hollywood gave her immortality, and took her sanity as payment. She spent her life portraying women on the brink of madness, until she became one. That's the untold story.